Hi, this is Ian. I just wanted to ask you about when it comes to editing your babies.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
how brutal do you have to be on your first draft?
I'll let my wife read it, and then she'll give me some ideas of what could be eliminated, what is excess, and what's getting in the way of the main story, and slowing the story down. And I'll do more rewrites. And then I tell you, the read-through, after that read-through, I discovered a lot. Because when you hear it, you sometimes can hear that some characters have the same voice as another. And then you think, well, hey, why don't I just eliminate character A and just give the lines to B and combine the characters? And that happened after the first draft. I felt it. It's funny because as my acting friends were reading the script, I was making notes. And one of my notes to myself was, cut the grandma, kill the grandma, get rid of her. And then when we were having our debrief after the reading, the actors were talking, and one of the actresses, her name is Venus, she says, you know, I don't think you need the grandma. I think you can get rid of her. And that just validated what I was thinking. But I couldn't get to that point of cutting my babies, killing my babies, until I heard it versus just reading it. So I think it might help you to get rid of some babies, kill some babies, when you hear it coming out of the mouths of other people.
Do you find that the read-throughs sometimes throw up really exciting new ideas that you never would have thought of? Because I found that happened to me.
Oh, God, yeah, definitely. Yeah. After that, well, that's why I did 4 more rewrites after the read-through. And I finished those 4 rewrites within a span of 2 weeks because I was so excited. I don't know what your process is because I know everyone's process is a little different. Not all the time, but I'd say 80% of the time I write, I listen to movie music that puts me in the mood of the particular scene that I'm writing. What are some of your processes? What do you guys do when you write? Do you have any practices or?
I make a lot of snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. And I listen to music sometimes.
Cool.
I just sit quietly.
Yeah.
And like you say, sometimes just stare at the computer screen for hours.
You know, if I'm staring at the computer screen too much, I try to get out and get physical. So I'll go for a walk around the block, try to get some fresh air. If you don't have one yet, try to get yourself an idea journal and carry it around with you in your car. Have it by your nightstand. Have it always with you, and doodle in it. Write interesting tidbits of dialogue you overhear in real conversations. Another thing that I do, that I've been doing lately, is when I go out to restaurants and the waiter introduces themselves, you know, hi, my name is Smed, or whatever, you know, and I think, wow, I never heard that name before. I'll make a note of that and try to use it because I want to use more interesting names than just John or Nancy or Joe or, you know, things like that.
I went to the graveyard the other week because Julian Friedman recommended going to graveyards and looking at grave names because the older names are really interesting, aren't they?
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, it's great names.
Just make sure you go during the daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really scary at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of listening to Angus again. I kind of got to the point after the first draft out, and I managed to get like 80 pages. I didn't reach the 120 mark, and then I was looking at what I was writing, and I tried to type more, and I just looked at it and said, that's a load of crap. 80 pages is what I got, and that's it. And then since having some initial feedback, and then looking at the whole script, scrawling all over my document, because you know you need it in 3D, don't you? You know, if you're staring at the screen,
Yeah.
you can whip up and down the screen, look at the various pages. But once you type it out, print it out, and then look at it, you've got it all in front of you. So I managed to kind of like unleash or just let rip and just cut out the pieces that I just don't move the story along. So I'm really enjoying that kind of process right now. So it's going to take a number of weeks before I actually hand in my first so-called script. Really
Rewrite. Yeah, that's great, man.
So, yeah, and you've been really inspiring today because it's like it kind of gives me that kind of like this kind of 4D thing. It's you know 3D plus the time and everything else. How you look at the marketplace, how you adjust your life around it, and how you earn your money, your bread and butter.
Yeah.
And so that's really, really, really helpful. So thank you for that, Kevin.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Another thing that I want to say that helps me with getting into the story more, I'll print out a copy of my latest version. And this is during the rewrite stage. And I'll have a series of little tiny Post-its, like little rectangles. They're not the big Post-its, they're real thin. And I'll have different colors. And each character will get a color. And whenever I hit or introduce a character, I'll flag that page. And whenever I bring up a subplot, I'll flag them again. So at the end of the whole script, you can see just by the colors of your main story, your subplot stories, and your plot points and when they're kind of hitting. And then another thing that helps me with the rewriting stage is that I can then go back and find all those scenes with character A or B and finesse just those storylines with those characters and not be overwhelmed looking at the whole script going, now what page did that happen on with character B again? Because I have all those characters color coordinated as I'm rewriting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
That I found that very helpful with the 17th draft because I added, as Francis knows now, I added some subplots with one of my characters and fleshed him out a little bit more. I couldn't have done that without Francis's insight, so thank you, Francis.
You're welcome. One more thing, Gavin.
Yeah.
From when I send you your next notes, you will never ever have problems with subplots again.
Okay. I hope so, man.
Any more questions, guys?
No, not really. Just a thank you again, Kevin.
Oh,
thank you very
of
much.
course.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank
It was
you
good
guys.
talking.
So yeah, it's great meeting you guys. I just want to say hang in there. I understand you're just starting out with it, but it sounds like you're off to a great start. Continue to surround yourself with other people that are doing what you want to do. Take those other seminars, go to expos, enter contests, and never give up. Never give up. Never stop telling your stories because we're all storytellers and we all have something to say to the world. So thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks, you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Cheers, Tim.
Thank you, Francis. Peace.
Thanks. I'll talk to you soon, eh? Peace.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Francis, thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak with your students, and thank you to the students for hearing me out. I had a lot of fun. I hope what I had to say will help you in your process. Again, congratulations on finishing your first script. One thing I meant to say that I forgot is tradition. I think it's important to have a tradition as a writer, and for me, I always did this with my acting career as well. So whenever I would have an audition, not get the audition, but just an audition, I would go out and celebrate. And I'm not talking anything big, like maybe one night I'll go out for ice cream or go out to a nice steak dinner, because in my opinion, just having the opportunity is a blessing. Because you could be sitting at home doing nothing, right? So when you have the opportunity, celebrate it. So I'm taking that belief into my writing, and whenever I finish a script, a first draft, I go out to with the family for a nice dinner. And it could be a pasta dinner or a steak dinner or a seafood dinner. But the important thing is just to get out, make a toast, get some wine and toast to it, and celebrate the first draft, because finishing is a hurdle. And the majority of writers out there don't finish their scripts. So just finishing a first draft is a tremendous accomplishment. So make sure you celebrate it, guys, okay? And then celebrate your rewrites as well. So thank you. I had a lot of fun. I don't know what else to say. It was exciting to talk to other writers and share my experience and some of the practices that I've come to do within the span of 2 years, and I hope it helps. And I look forward to speaking with Francis and his students again in the future. So until then, keep on writing. Peace.